felt like I wasn't good enough when it came to my singing and my music. And I would look at, you know, the other people that might have admired or just, heard them singing and would say, I don't sound like that. And I would look at, people out in the industry and be like, I just don't sound like that. And so I guess I would strip myself away to try to fit into, what I thought people wanted to listen to. And I think I did it until there was nothing left. And I remember being happy about music. Like I would write stuff on napkins in restaurants, be out with a girlfriend or something like that, and we had a couple drinks, and I'm immediately inspired to write, and I would just write. When I was in the military, got my first guitar, and I played that motherfucker every day, and just learning the first chords. I made a song. I made a couple songs actually. And I ended up playing one of them. I was walking around with my guitar, and this guy. I was at a gas station, and this guy and his wife, were there. He was filling up, and he saw me with the guitar, and he was like, "Hey, can you play something for my wife?" And I was like, okay. And then I did. I played "Come Tonight," and I remember saying it's not come like you having sex. It's come like come over here, come see me, you know, and come tonight. Like it was pointing to a time period or a moment in time rather, you know. And I played it, and she loved it. He paid me like $10, you know. See those. It just feels like that doesn't exist for me right now. Because when I think of music, the fun, creative part doesn't feel like it's there. Like if I create it, I have to produce something so I can make money. That thought comes to me all the time. And I don't want it to be that way. I just want to play. And it's like this perfectionist. I think it got bigger as I got older. And I think, just looking at society and trying to not necessarily fit in, but it's like when you see that people don't like stuff, and it just made me shy away and stay to myself. And that's what happened with my music. It's like I have to make money, like, because I know I'm supposed to do it. You just know you're gonna be famous and shit, and I know it. It feels like a birthright. It feels like that's what's coming. But I don't want to be thinking about the money. I want to just have fun like I used to. And just be excited that I created something. When I've tried to create something you know, I guess within the past couple of months, it was always like this feeling like, okay, I gotta share it so, so people could see what I did, and, and then money, and it'd be an incomplete picture. And patience. It's like I lost patience for myself. And I don't feel like I'm running out of time. So I just don't want to, I don't want to rush the process. Like me and my wife, we were painting, and we painted like the same, uh, the same things as a tree, a cherry blossom tree. And my wife's patient and she loves painting. She's very creative, very artistic, and you know, she's taking time and putting in every little dot for the cherry blossoms. And me, I thought I was taking my time, and maybe I was, but when we put our stuff side by side, you can tell. Of course, you could tell the difference. But mine, she said, looked like the wind was blowing, and it was. I remember not caring where I just dot 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 for cherry blossoms. Put more pressure on the brush, so the brush makes more contact with the canvas. But I remember just excited to see the end product, and it's the same way with music. I'm excited to see the end product, but the patience to get there, the patience of getting there. I don't, that's like the story of my life, I guess you could say, for like the past 10 years. Just the end result. And they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And I hear that, and I know that, and I just want the rest of me to know that, so we can enjoy the process again. I miss music. I miss being in that space, to be able to create on, like I can create, I can I can create on command. I've gotten so much better, and my wife has introduced me to so many different genres of music, and it all has influenced the way I sing. And I feel a little more confident. I feel more confident when things are spontaneous and like a freestyle, a free flow. I'll just be saying things just for fun, but the things that are produced, it's like, man, it can't be that simple. People not just making stuff that simple and putting it out. And reality is, no matter how dumb it sounds, that shit is catchy and somebody be liking it. Like, it may not be, when we listen to the radio or listen to, the internet or whatever, it be things that I do not fuck with, because it just sounds whack as fuck. But somebody is hyping that shit up. Somebody likes it. And I be like thinking, like, how are these motherfuckers who really can't sing? There are people out there that can't sing, but they out there singing, and people like that. Like, if they can make it, I can make it. And then the difference between them and me is that they believe in their craft, and they're out there pushing it. and they're consistent with it. They're having fun, and so there's a dedication to themselves because they believe in not just themselves, but their creation. And I ask myself, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your creation? More often than not, I'm finding that I don't, because it's not good enough. Whoever this perfectionist is in me, sometimes I wish the motherfuckers would just die. Like, like, bro, what are you doing? What isn't perfect to me may be perfect to someone else. It's all a perception of perfect. What is perfect? Why do we have to keep going through this? I'm tired of walking in circles with you. Let's just create something and have fun doing it. Let's see how we've grown. Let's practice playing guitar again. Let's bring out the keyboard again. When I look at people like Kanye and, Alicia Keys, it's a few artists that that I'm thinking about, but I can't. Their names don't come to mind right now. And I look at their childhood, like when I look at people who I admire, like Will Smith, and I see, I love a history. I love to know where they come from, how they started. A person's history, a person's beginning is important to me, because if I can see the beginning, I can understand them. Even if it's in pain, or whether they were born for silver spoon or whatever, it doesn't matter. I love a great foundation, even if, like I said, there's pain. But I would look at them and compare my own beginnings, and I would say, oh, I didn't have this. Well, they had this, and, their parents were super musical. The dad was a professor of music, or, played the trumpet, and the mom was a violinist for some orchestra. You know what I'm saying? I and so I just like totally shit on my own experiences with music as a child, as if it wasn't enough. Like, I grew up in music. My grandfather sang, my grandmother sang, my mother sings, my uncle sings, my brother sings, my youngest brother raps, and he sounds really, really good. And he just keeps getting better. But he is dedicated to his creation. Like, he believed in himself. It's like, where did you get that from? After, well, not even after. Growing up, I grew up in church. And I was singing on a choir, like, at a very young age. And I just love to sing. I love to sing, and I love to give people a show in my own little way. So, so if I got to put a little shout in there to get the people going, well, guess who's shouting just a little bit while they're singing? I remember that. remember that. And I remember it coming so natural. It was like I was watching it happen. Like I didn't think about it. It just happened. There was no thoughts. There was nothing. It was I'm singing, and next thing you know, insert, the little shout. You know what I'm saying? There was no thought. I love to sing. Where are you? Where are you, little Shannon? Because I need you.